Have you ever considered what would occur if you erased your presence from someone's life completely? I'm not talking about completely deleting your social media or ignoring calls. I mean completely ghosting without any contact. Think about how they would feel if the only thing left of you was a single picture. Since the average person lives in a bubble, let's try something. Remove yourself from the equation, and trust me when I tell you their lives will shatter. For anyone that has endured a relationship where they are not appreciated, then this video is for you. By the end of this video, you will learn about the 10 emotional stages that a person goes through when you decide to leave their life, and gain an understanding of why at times walking away is the best option. Let's start. Feeling discarded. It starts with feeling discarded. No one anticipated you would disappear. In their mind, you were always going to be there when they need you, making plans, being caring and putting in effort. But when you ghost the person and they start feeling your absence, it is sudden and gut-wrenching for them. It's more than just the absence of you, it's the everything you represented, the comfort, the validation, the constant. Don't forget, once the person gets to this stage, he does not have control over you. While all this time they had taken you for granted, they suddenly find wondering how everything has disappeared. When you vanish without warning, they'll be forced to confront their own actions. You're telling them, loud and clear, that you're done being disrespected, the hurt of lacking you. Once the pain of rejection has passed, a deeper sense of emptiness bubbles within. At first they say they won't miss you, but with time as the days go on, the gap increases. The sting has transformed into an ache. Where is the energy, the warmth, the comfort? It's all missing. They may try to fill that void with other things, but no one else can substitute what you gave to their life. Their emptiness consumes them, and slowly they start to realize what exactly did they lose and what value does it holds. Piercing queries. A different kind of ache has emerged. Where are you? What are you up to? They become fascinated from knowing what does your life look like. In this social media-driven world, it is easy to track a person's activity on the internet. All they have to do is check their profiles and pray that they would catch a song of them. But to their lament, there are now no updates, no posts. The unknown drives them insane as they cannot fathom it. Their insecurity plants a seed at this time, and curiosity morphs into something more sinister. Insomnia drives them towards the need to constantly search for relief. Unfortunately, the cracking mystery is you. Introspection on a profound level. Once they have starved their minds from self-reflection for weeks together, they start thinking about what actions have they taken. Was I too cold? Too distant? The regret sinks in. Each and every moment when they undervalued you, they replay as if it were a movie on loop. Every time they neglected your messages, scoffed at your feelings. Without you, they have to face their reality, which is distasteful at best. They painfully understand the shambles their life is in, yet by the time the panic sets in, it is already too late. The need to chase. After you, regret transitions smoothly into the motivation to chase you down. They have now become the chasers and you the prize to be won. This sudden shift in the dynamics is amusing. They will reach out hoping something sticks. The unexpected delight about this situation is you do not have to reply to any of them. Do not simply give them what they want. You now have the power. All you need to do is hang back and watch as their desperation and your control over the situation heightens. The oscillation of regret and relief. When they do start feeling relief, it is going to be the minute you fade away. That fleeting feeling of freedom is going to stay with them for all of 10 minutes. Gradually, that excess freedom is actually going to boil down to one feeling: profound loneliness. Replacing someone is deceptively easy, especially to those who do not have emotions. The people who fill the void can never ever provide the support you did, which hits like a slap in the face. The itch to participate in the action. In tandem with the feeling of regret is a desire to play games where they try to act disinterested, share pictures of themselves with other people, and hope to bait jealousy. But none of that matters because you are not playing. You bore of those tactics long ago, and now there is no need to react to any of their mere attempts aimed solely at getting a reaction from you. From the moment you choose not to partake in their games, they will come to realize that they no longer have any power over you, and that is where the satisfaction stems from. The painful reality of absence. The boldest stance you can make comes in the form of withholding communication. Not engaging with anyone allows for one's absence to loom and do the talking. Any of them starts to think about all the times they neglected your calls or assumed you to be unworthy of their attention. Those who are used to wielding control, any form of calmness and silence can turn out to be nerve-wracking and torture. And this silence, the feeling of dread, is far more intense than any argument could be, and the longer that silence lingers, the stronger the anxiety will settle in. This form of silence overshadows any words or discussion that warrants an argument. The terrifyingly real possibility of not having you anymore. You not being in their lives can fill other people with anxiety that is extremely persistent. The mere thought of you being with someone else is terrifying to them, where they conjure up a world where you are living a life without them. In order to provide themselves with some form of relief, they will start contacting you, offering apologies, and pleading for forgiveness, or even showing up unannounced, hoping to have a chance of redeeming themselves. But by that time they are too late. You were ready to accept those apologies, but for reasons beyond their control, it is no longer possible. How to achieve complete emotional freedom. You have reached the final barrier to emotional independence. You have complete control over your personal satisfaction. When you detach from your relationships, you are not just withdrawing from their lives, but also setting yourself free. You have your peace, your power, and your peace of mind. They are aware too. You are not the person they remember you to be. They have become irrelevant to you. You have achieved personal satisfaction and do not care about what they think or say. Final words. Good job if you have managed to get this far. You know what it means to simply detach, walk away, or dissociate for the sake of your own mental peace. Truth is, if you want to regain control over your life, sometimes disappearing is the best course of action. Either way, it clearly states that you will not play the fool for anyone's sake or to be misused. Taking control of one's mental and emotional happiness is something they will never forget.